Hey guys, this is Wolves, and today I want to talk a bit about Bowser. Before we start, just want to say sorry for screen glitching out. It's the first time making a video, so, I had to mess up somehow. Bowser is generally seen as one of the worst characters in the game at the moment, if not the worst character. It's because he has slow moves, he has a big body that makes him easy to combo, and he himself can't really combo that well, which makes it kinda hard to play him in certain matchups. I'm gonna talk about that later. And when I say some matchups, I mean a lot of them, to be honest, like half the cast. He's not like completely bad, but he's pretty bad. But in specific situations, he actually has some pretty nice tools. And I main Bowser, so I need to talk about how good he is. So first off, let's go over his specials. First off is Bowser Bump, which is the move everybody knows about. And that's why it sucks. Bowser Bump sucks because everybody knows Bowser Bump. So Bowser drops to the ground, and it has high knockback, and it has super armor. It's great, but it lasts forever. Like, the end leg is so long, so whenever you use it, the opponent will use the strongest move, and you will die. That is what's going to happen. Except in one case, if you use it near the ledge, you will grab the ledge, aka ledge cancel. Which is amazing, because it's super hard to punish. The only way to punish this if you can grab the ledge before Bowser gets it. And that's like super hard to react to, it's so fast. And this is the best way to use the move, because if the opponent is too slow to grab the ledge, he will get hit by Bowser Bump and he will probably die because he has so high knockback. Next up is Flame Breath. It's like a shitty range move. I'm not really gonna talk about this. You can use it versus opponents that are shielding or rolling a lot, because it will usually catch them. And you can't go through the flame, so you're probably gonna get hit by it. It doesn't really do much damage, but it's some nice pressure, especially versus shielding opponents. Kube Claw, coolest and best move in the game, guys. It works just like a regular grab, but you can use it in the air too, which is awesome. And Kube Claw has 3 different throws. All of them are amazing. The up throw you can use forward air with, or you can use up air with it, or something like that. That's great. The down throw of Kube Claw you can use to tech chase. That's also pretty good, guys. And the back throw you can use to kill with. It's like a nest back throw. That's crazy, yo. And finally, the best and last special is Whirling Fortress. Every pro says this is the best move. I don't use this move because I'm not a pro, but you guys know what I'm talking about. This move is kind of like Shine, except it has such a long duration, which is super annoying from time to time. So whenever you have... so it comes out super fast, it has super high knockback, and it has super armor. All things great. The only problem is, because it lasts so long, you will probably get punished if you just use it and stand still. So what you have to do is you have to use Whirling Fortress and then ledge cancel it just like Bowser Bump, and then you're good to go. Then it's like Shine. Bowser has a Shine, yo. That's so good. Okay, so now we're gonna talk a bit about how you play Bowser. Bowser, he's big, and he gets combos so easily. So what you have to do is stand at distance from opponent and then pressure them onto the ledge. Because when they're close to the ledge, this is when Bowser's actually good. Because at this point, Bowser has been trapped. He can forward tilt if they're just shielding, and he will poke them. Or he can, if the opponent tries to jump over you, you can use forward air, which is high knockback and one clang with anything. So that makes it pretty good, guys, to punish that. And you can just, if they just stand still and shield, you can jump towards them, and you can use Kube Claw, or you can use forward air. And that's like 50-50 chance both of them work, and that's pretty good, I think. Like, opponents get so easily pressured by Bowser when he's close to them, and when they don't have any space to walk around on, they usually die, guys. Okay, but let's say you can't figure out to do this, and both of you guys are like at 90% in the middle of the stage. So here's how you kill people as Bowser. Like, the bread and butter way. You grab them with Kube Claw or normal grab, then you throw them up in the air. If they DI away, you forward air them. If they don't DI away, you up air them. They die. It just works, guys. But not on floaty. Don't use this versus floaties, which is what we're gonna talk about now. Don't pick Bowser versus people you can't combo. Don't pick Bowser versus characters that will outrange you, or chain grab you, or just mess with you in general. I will show a list on the screen, but don't pick Bowser versus these characters, in my opinion. It's not very good idea, guys. You will probably die a lot, it won't be very fun, no cool combos, it will just suck all the way through. The stages, the best stages for Bowser, like I talked about, he's very good when he's pressuring people on the edge. The best stages are the small stages, because people have nowhere to run from Bowser. Like, usually the best threat for messing with Bowser is just walking away from him, outspacing him because he doesn't have long range, and then just winning by doing that. But if there's no space to walk around on, Bowser can usually just throw out his big moves like up smash or down smash, and then mess with people. And now, while we're at smash attacks, up smash, pretty good move, since you can use it for tech chasing. So it has 2 hits, so if you hit the first hit, they will get thrown up into the air because it has high knockback, and you can pretty easily kill some floaters with it. And if you hit the second hit, they will get thrown down into the ground, where you can just use up throw again or up smash again. Hey, that's good, guys. Down smash is also super good because it has super armor, and it easily messes with people that try to recover from the ledge. Like I talked about earlier, Fox and Falco, they especially suffer from this, because they will try to side B and up B, and Bowser's down smash go through both of these things. And lastly, we have Bowser's forward smash. It's cool, it's like Falcon Punch, but guys, it's honestly not that good, let's be real. Okay, don't use this move. It has super armor, so it's somewhat better than Falcon Punch, but that's pretty much it. And now we're gonna talk about, if you're Bowser, you're probably gonna get comboed. And this is why it's great that Bowser has up B and neutral air. Neutral air also has super armor, because that's kind of the theme around Bowser. And so if you get, let's say you get up thrown by a Fox, and the Fox is kinda bad, so he's not the fastest man, then you have time to neutral air before he will hit you, and you will have super armor, and he will get the first hit probably, and then he will get knocked away, and you're back in the game. That's pretty great. It's like Luigi, to be honest. You can also try to up B to get away, but it's kind of risky, because if they don't try to hit you, you will just fly around like an idiot, and you will probably get up smashed. Not very good. So guys, I hope you learned a bit about Bowser. It's my favorite character. I hope you'll check him out, and I'll see you guys soon.